Hello, this is Lisa Wick, broadcasting on the Northern News Network. Today we are here with a very important person. She is a scholar, a feminist, and a firm supporter of the civil rights movement. Although she may have recently turned 50, she is still great with the media, holding press conferences, radio shows, and even writing news columns. Through her activism and passion, she has redefined the role of the First Lady of the United States. Please join me in welcoming the First Lady, Eleanor Roosevelt.
Thank you.
So, Mrs. Roosevelt.
Oh, please call me Eleanor.
Okay. Eleanor, with the new year of 1935 beginning, we see that the halfway mark of your first term is quickly approaching. By now you have had many experiences as the First Lady. Tell us, do you like your occupation? What are some of the major functions you carry out as the First Lady?
Well, I'll admit at first I was a little reluctant to take on the role of First Lady. I don't mean to inflict any offense upon my preceders, but most of the First Ladies that served before me only served as hosts of dinner parties and other social functions. However, after taking on the job, I discovered that being the First Lady isn't as limited in its duties and opportunities as I thought it would be. As First Lady, I help my husband, Franklin Roosevelt, with public appearances like press conferences and such. I also do my own public appearances with workers, minorities, and other people that need help throughout America. Finally, I also help create and influence the political changes made throughout the U.S. government.
Okay, great. Now that we know a little bit more about your role as the First Lady, let's learn a little bit about you as a person. Where are you from? Where did you go to school?
I was born October 11, 1884 in New York City. I went to convent school in Italy as well as Allenswood Academy in England. I especially enjoy Allenswood as I met Marie, the headmistress of the academy there. Her feminism and academic brilliance is an inspiration for me every day.
Now obviously when your husband, the president, took office, the Great Depression had just started. How would you say it has affected your efforts as the First Lady?
The Great Depression has definitely affected the efforts of me and my husband. The Great Depression is no easy feat for us to overcome. It is no surprise that it has made our presidency more challenging. However, we are doing our best to improve the conditions for all people all over the U.S. The New Deal with programs like the Public Work Administration and the Civilian Conservation Courts has vastly improved the lives of many Americans.
All right. Again, this is Lisa Wick of the NNN with Eleanor Roosevelt, the First Lady of the United States. We will be back with more questions after the break. Hello, Lisa Wick here with the First Lady of the U.S. Okay, so now for the questions we all want to know. How have you, as the First Lady, influenced and or carried out some procedures that have helped the economy so far? Where did you get these ideas, and what else do you plan to do to help the economy of the U.S.?
Well, I have had several ideas on how to help the economy. Many of these have came from meeting good Americans in bad situations. They need help, and I see many ways to give it to them. Many of my ideas have been incorporated into the programs of the New Deal. For example, I have facilitated the start of a planned community in Arthurdale, West Virginia. This community enables poor miners to live on subsistence farming, which increase the quality of their lives. In the future, I plan to continue to discuss my ideas with my husband, as will other government officials and friends. In this way, my ideas have the chance to take flight in the new presidential programs.
All right, now we know that your husband helped create as well as support the New Deal programs, which have greatly benefited many people in America. My question to you is, did these changes affect you at all? And did you feel that all of these programs were necessary?
These changes have affected me greatly, have affected the people of America greatly, and therefore they affect me greatly. Now people know that me and my husband are here to help, and so they interact with us better and our proposals better. And yes, I have felt that all these programs were necessary for the elevation of the quality of life in America. However, some like the CCC and the CWA and the Tennessee Valley Authority were especially efficient. However, all did their part to improve the conditions of the American life.
On a different note, I know that you are an advocate of civil rights. What have you done so far to foster these rights, and what do you plan to do in the future to continue these efforts?
I have always heavily supported the civil rights. I believe everyone should be treated equally, regardless of color or race. So far, I have pushed for the passing of the Koskin-Gale-Wagner bill, which would have made lynching a federal crime if passed. Unfortunately, this hasn't been put into effect. However, I am sure with patience and persistence, we will get similar results through a different form. In the future, I plan to have African Americans and other minorities welcome at the White House. In fact, I will not tolerate the discrimination against minorities when I am present.
All right. So that concludes our interview with the wonderful lady, Eleanor Roosevelt. Thank you so much for your time. I know you have a busy schedule.
Oh, it's no problem. It was a pleasure talking to you today.